Oh, what's up, mother truckers? BP Hero checking back in here, and forgive me if I sound a little winded, frustrated, whatever it is. This is now the third time I've produced this video, so bear with me here. Going over some game swings from our last tournament, which was Home Runs for Heroes a couple of weeks ago. You guys seemed to like the last video we did where we kind of broke down our swings and went over what our thought process was, and did we reach the goal that we were shooting for in the at-bat. So we're going to run through that again here with a handful of swings here. We got 3 games in on the day, went 1 and 2, and got 11 at-bats in. So with no further ado, let's check out the first one. All right, so breaking things down with our first at-bat of the day, and Mitchell just hit a home run, so clear slate, 1 out, and just looking to hit a ball through this hole right here. It's a pretty good size hole. Just looking to keep something low, get on base, get something started again. First pitch strike, inside, a little bit heavy on me, so that's something I'm not interested in hitting that way. So now, pretty much from here, I'm looking to go into defense mode. Just looking to drive something. Got something close that I thought I could put through that hole, missed it a little bit, spun it over the center fielder's head, and had I been running out of the box, I'd have stood a decent chance of being up at 2, but I thought he was going to catch it. So that one's on me for just being a bum and not hustling out of the box. Not 100% sure I would have made it, but, I mean, at least I could have tried, right? Coming to the second at bat, this is kind of an odd deal here. We're switching umpires, like right in the middle of the game. I guess he was supposed to be there, showed up late, or maybe he was hung up in another game. I'm not really sure. But you'll see me here just kind of chumming it up with the umpires a little bit. And there's a couple of reasons for this. And one is just to kind of maintain a good relationship with the umpires. One, it's good for the brand. And 2, I'm the coach of the team. And 3, just try and stay in the umpire's good graces, because nothing's worse than an umpire going against you, getting mad at you. Some of your teammates might say something crappy and make the umpire mad. I've even had situations where I am trying to maintain a good relationship with the umpire. Some of my teammates might say something on the line, but the umpire's willing to let it go because of the relationship I've established with the umpire. Like, hey, this guy might be all right. He's got a shitty teammate. He'll get it under control based on what I've learned about this guy. So that's kind of big. So I know, kind of drawing out here, rambling for a minute, but I left this in here just so I could kind of talk about that for a minute and kind of explain why I kind of chum it up with the umpires a little bit. Sometimes you'll see that from time to time. Getting settled in here. He's ready. Umpire didn't need no warm-ups. Same thing here. So real quick, looking to shoot a ball through this gap right here. It's a pretty good sized gap right here. Getting the inning started. No outs, nothing like that. I just need to roll the ball through here so I can be on base. And being hitting off a left-handed pitcher here, more than likely I'm going to get something hung outside so I can hit it through there. The first pitch was a strike, maybe a little bit flat and heavy on me. Didn't feel like I could get it over there, so I did choose to pass on that one. And now basically from here we're going to go into, I won't call it defense mode, but we're definitely going to go into make a decision one way or the other. Basically out of the pitcher's hand. If you played enough and you recognize pitches well enough, you can pretty much know the second it comes out of his hand whether it is something that, when I say the second of a hand, I might be exaggerating, but very soon after it comes out of his hand, you're going to realize this is something that I can work with, or it's something that I'm going to have to go with plan B and just beat it through somebody's teeth. And that's kind of the approach that I'm going with here, is just looking to basically cut something. I want to be on top of something no matter what, because I don't want to hit a bad home run here, being the leadoff for the inning. So now that I've got this strike on me, I'm still focusing on that spot, and my second alternative is going to be just try and cut something somewhere, keep it low, and try and get it through. So working with the 0-1 count here. Get the next one inside. He's trying me here because he thought I might want to pull one down the line. No way I'm pulling a ball down the line with a strike on me already. He gets set there and throws me the pitch that I honestly probably could have hit through the hole, but I kind of thought to myself at the last second I could have cut it pretty well. I ended up hitting it just hard enough to get it through the infield is there, and got lucky and got me a hit. Then coming into this last at bat here, I am again leading off an inning, and this one got me because, just to go over some ground rules here real quick, it's basically ASA pitching, so 6 to 10 feet, 300-foot fences, hitting U-trip balls, throwing U-trip bats around. We can swing basically anything but a senior, and we get 4 home runs with a DHH, and that comes into play here because the DHH is in the 3-hole. I'm batting in the 5-hole. The DHH is taking a walk in the last inning, so there's a free home run to use. And I talked about this in the last video, and I've been working on it, but I caught myself doing the same thing again. I've got an opportunity to take a big swing here, and I chose to do something different. the free home run is there. I was thinking about, saving it for somebody else, let somebody else hit it, when in reality, I'm swinging a bat that I'm extremely comfortable with, hitting a hard ball on like a 75-degree morning. There's no reason I can't hit a ball out if I get a good pitch, but still my mind is thinking like be the leadoff guy instead of just use the free home run, you dummy. It's getting late in the game and you need runs. Use the damn home run. It's free. We still had home runs left to use as well, so it's not like it would have cost us anything other than getting us a run, because what burned me here with this is we didn't end up using the free home run, which was kind of like my realization that I should have hit it, because you'll see here, I'm swinging at the first pitch first of all, so I'm forcing stuff, but that's a pitch that, let's see if I can, I don't know how good VLC is going to let me do this. That's a pitch that I should be hitting out of the ballpark. Look, I'm trying to inside out this and shoot it through this 4-hole or hook it into this corner here was the goal. My hands are inside of it. I'm definitely going to do that if I get it the way I need to. But we got to get better. Honestly, doing these videos kind of made me realize, just hit the damn ball. And as you can see, I had the perfect pitch, which you'll see later on, that I want to hit out, but I was too focused on hitting a bad home run when we got a free home run. Do better. So, fly ball, I did squirt it into the corner, got too much air underneath it. Right fielder Basket catches it to lead off the inning with an out and left poor Snacks hanging. And just a little bit of foreshadowing, whatever the word is you want to call it there. That is my only out of the day. So I was a little salty about that too. So moving into game 2 here, first at bat here, just coming up and bases are cleared, no outs. Just had a home run hit, and we're in a 4-man here, hitting against a 4-man. Just monstrous gap back here. Literally roll it through there. You don't have to crush it. You don't have to be cute with it. Just hit it on the ground even remotely hard, and it's going to get through. The pitcher's covered in armor. If you're worried about hitting the pitcher, he's got to understand it's a tournament on a Saturday. He's covered in gear. If he gets hit, he gets hit. But I feel confident enough in myself that as big as that freaking gap is, there's no way that I can't get a ball through there and not worry about hitting him. I was not worried about hitting him at all here. So I get a pitch that I was not really thrilled about. Go back and look at it again here just so you can see it as I was kind of talking through it there. So just looking at it again, this was something that was kind of on the flatter side of things for what I was expecting out of the umpire. I'm 5'8" on a good day, and that barely got above my head. So, that is, granted, that is 6 feet, but he hadn't been calling him quite that flat, so it kind of caught me off guard. But the big thing there is step out of the box, and I just politely asked, hey, is that the bottom? And he said, what? I said, that's the bottom of the strike zone. He said, yeah. And what I'm asking is basically, am I going to see another strike that flat? And it's, again, not that it was that flat, but based on everything I'd seen from him, because I was catching that day and all the other pitches and all the other batters and everything else, he hadn't let anything go that flat. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't putting myself in a position to look at another one of those and end up striking out. You can politely ask questions like that and get a good answer. So I got the answer I needed. That tells me I got to try and defend for that pitch. So here we are ready for the next one. Get the pitch I'm looking for to just kind of inside out it. Iron Man Genesis for life. Was not even worried about getting hit in the pitcher. Yes, it might have been a little too close for somebody at home on the couch crying that I'm hitting middle. I guess cry. It was 3 feet from him. He knew I wasn't trying to hit him. I knew I wasn't going to hit him. So we're perfectly fine. And now fast forwarding to the next at bat. And we got 2 runners on. Home run situation here. And that's basically the only thing on my mind at this point. Looking for something to drive here. Preferably center field and over is where most of my power is with this balanced bat. If I'm swinging an inload, I can get out of it just about anywhere. He does a good job of throwing a short one there, and the thing with the short one is that's something that I'm either going to just cut the absolute crap out of or top hand with a balanced bat. I can't drive it like I would with an inload. So I kind of let it go, wait for something a little bit higher, but now I got to go into defense mode again like we talked about. recognizing as soon as I can, as soon as I possibly can, if this is going to be a pitch that I think I might be able to hit out. And if it is, then I'm going to make that attempt. And if not, then I need to adjust and figure out what I need to do with it. So next pitch comes in here. It's outside. Thought I was going to have to swing at it, but it ended up staying out. And then comes the next one here. And I'm basically just looking to lift it as high as I can. Ironman Genesis, cold ball. I say cold ball, cool ball, cool hard ball. Words are hard. I hit that ball about 301 feet. But we got the job done. All right, so moving to the next at bat here. Bases juiced. And just kind of like what we talked about earlier, if you got the swing, take it. We were kind of starting to run away with this just a little bit. We knew this other team was capable of scoring some runs, so we weren't just going to give them everything yet, and I wasn't feeling good enough about it that I was just going to start free swinging. So I'm going to stand here and wait for a strike. This is the third pitch of the inning, so I am going to wait for a strike to hit, but I'm definitely looking to hit a ball out of here. So first two were short. He's going to get me on a strike that, catches the very front of the mat. So now I'm ready to hit. And again, like I talked about earlier, making the decision as soon as I possibly can. If it's something I can hit out, then I'm going to try. If not, then I need to make an alternative plan, get the pitch I want, drive it. Gets out of the park pretty quick. I would have liked to have gotten more air underneath that, but at the end of the day, I ain't complaining. It still went out, and that's what I was swinging for. And then again, in the same inning here, by this point we had run away with it, and I pretty much convinced myself, like, I'm swinging. We were starting to go station to station. This was a decent team. We just got extremely hot, and we got a lot of good breaks. So we get the first pitch as a strike there, and not really sure what I was looking for there. Get the next one and just swing right over the top of the damn thing. Sometimes that's where the balance stuff will get me in trouble a little bit, and I'm still kind of learning to adjust to that a little bit. I have to get through the ball with the balance bat. With an in load, my hands probably drag enough that I can still lift that ball, but in that situation, I just rolled over the top of it. Luckily, still got a hit. And let's talk about this one here real quick. So this is our third game and final game of the day. I got two down here, nobody on base, and I want to talk about real quick. So I'm touching base with the umpire. I got 2 outs, taking my pre-swing there. You'll notice I do that every time. I got a routine. I'll ask how many outs there are because I need to know that for my approach. Even if I know how many outs there are, I will still ask just to make that habit, make that a thing. Take my pre-swing, then I get in the box, and I put my hand up. You can see it right there. Dad's hand is up. I'm calling time. Apparently the umpire didn't see it. I don't know what he was looking at. I'm not mad at anybody. I could have verbally communicated with him, and I didn't. So I got my hand up for time. He did not give it to me, and I look up, and the pitcher's already pulled back to pitch the ball, and my top hand's not even on the bat yet. So I'm thinking, like, okay, well, no big deal because I have time. Well, no. I turn around and look at the umpire for him to say no pitch, and he calls a strike. So again, don't argue. Step out of the box and collect yourself, because I've seen this happen a couple different times, and I see it happen on this day, and I see it happen all the time. When something doesn't go your way, don't turn around and argue. Don't get yourself excited, because then you're not in the mindset to hit. You're in the mindset to prove somebody wrong. You're in the mindset to show somebody that you're better than that. You need to clear your head. Whether you agree with the call or not, that's not the time to argue about it. Clear your head. Get ready to hit. So that's exactly what I did here. I stepped out. I didn't even bother asking, like, hey, I had time. Did I have a verbal, this and that? It's not worth arguing about. So I step out, take my pre-swing in, just to clear my head. Just to clear my head and kind of get myself back in the mindset of hitting again. He's got time for me here, because I did ask for a verbal as I got back in. And I'm not going to lie to you. I wanted to send a message with the swing. I was a little perturbed that he quick pitched me. I felt like he definitely did it on purpose. And I don't know. I guess it could go either way, but I was perturbed that he quick pitched me, because not that he's supposed to know the rules or anything else, but a good umpire wouldn't have let that happen anyway. One, because the ASA rulebook states that the batter and the pitcher must be set before the pitch can be thrown, or it is an illegally delivered pitch. So I thought that was going to happen. What was going to happen there that last time, and it didn't. He quick pitched me just to try and catch me off guard, which is whatever. I mean, he's perfectly allowed to do that if in U-Trip or anything else. And even here, there's nothing stopping him from trying it. The umpire didn't catch it. And I don't expect the umpire to know the rule book inside and out. A lot of these guys don't do ASA, so they may not understand that, or they may just not care. But it's not for me to argue about that. But I was perturbed at the fact that I felt like he tried to quick pitch me. So I pretty much got one thing on my mind. I'm not looking to kill the guy, but I'm looking to send a message here. And he makes a really good pitch here. He whips in an extremely flat, fast pitch, because I do the same thing, whether it be flat or fast or just something that like I want to nibble at. I want to see if you're going to swing at it. Like say I throw a pitch, it gets called a strike and you have a fit. I'm going to throw that pitch again because I want to see if you're going to swing at it. You clearly didn't like it or you would have swung and you had a fit. That's how much you didn't like it. So I'm going to throw it again. There's things you can do like that. There's things like he can do. He's going to whip a real flat one in there because he understands I'm upset because he knows what he did. And, if he's on here, this is no offense to him. This is just, a he and I thing. I would do it 100 times over again. So, I ain't mad at you, dude. If you are on here, if you happen to see this, whatever else. But at this point, like I said, he's trying me and I'm not biting. You get some of these young kids, they're going to get mad. Again, got a point to prove. I made the decision to not swing, which is the right decision anyway. I'm not hitting his pitch that way because that's what he wanted. That's a very good pitch to throw. This guy's obviously been pitching for a little bit. So I get the pitch I want here. I'm doing Iron Man Genesis things after this really flat one he whips in there. I can put the ball wherever I want to with this thing. This pitch is high and inside. A little inside-out action. Don't even matter. Flip the bat like a douche. Don't care. But I was perturbed in the moment. Felt like I sent my message. It's time to move on to the next at bat of the game. And you can hear the wind blowing in at this point. It was kind of a bummer. The heat had kind of set in for the day. It was about 90-ish degrees. And you can just hear the wind blowing through the microphone. That's basically blowing straight in from left field. But there's a couple of different things here. I feel confident enough in this Ironman, and especially hitting a hard ball in these conditions, that I could still hit a ball out of here if I had to. I've got to cut the crap out of it. But I felt good about my odds of hitting the ball out of here. That's how confident I feel swinging this bat. So I'm still waiting for a pitch. I got a runner on second here, and we're needing runs. We have home runs to use. So I'm looking to drive a ball here, get the pitch I want, and I drive it. And again, with not running, I thought I got it. So I just kind of Cadillac'd out of the box here. And as you'll see, it ends up falling right at the warning track. A left fielder slips and falls on the warning track. So I just kind of jogged into second base. Wasn't no point in trying to hustle and kill myself when I was going to be there easily. But nonetheless, took a home run swing, still struck it well, which is something I also struggled with at times. Swinging an end load, I could be inconsistent. Like swinging that balanced bat, I knew for sure I was going to do what I wanted to with that ball, and damn near got the home run. The wind knocked it down at the last second. And again, same situation, looking to get some more runs across. We were really struggling to score this game. Got a runner on second base, and it's getting close to the end of the game. So we need all the runs we can get. He serves me inside with the first one. I'm looking to try to get out of here again. I felt good about my first swing, so I felt good enough about it that I was going to try for a second one. He gets me with the strike on the front part of the mat there, and here's the deal with that. Like I could have easily taken that pitch through here. So it's just something you got to kind of know your territory of. Like if it was something I just wanted to cut the crap out of, or just something I wanted to hit through that hole really hard, I could. But I could have for sure got it through there, but I'm looking to hit a ball out. So again, looking to protect with two strikes here, looking for the pitch that I want. And almost get the same pitch again. Floats it outside. Thought for a minute I was going to have to do exactly what I just talked about and basically just hit it through there as hard as I could. But I was patient, waited, got the pitch I wanted, spun it out of there even with the wind doing its thing. Iron Man Genesis 2.0 for the win. And then moving into the last at bat of the tournament. Just looking to stay alive any way we possibly can. We got 2 outs, runner on third. We need that run. I just had this sneaking suspicion we needed that run. So I'm literally looking to do anything I can to make sure that that run gets in. And do not believe we have any home runs left at this point. It's been a minute now. I'm kind of trying myself. But I do not believe we had any home runs left. So I'm looking to just do the easiest swing I can here, which, again, through this great big hole. So I'm just kind of aiming for this area right here with whatever I feel like I can get there and confidently get there and get it through, get the pitch, get the hit, score the run, but we lose the game. Womp womp. All right, so there's a little bit of a breakdown for you for the BP Heroes swings from Home Runs for Heroes. Had myself a little weekend there. It's always a good time playing that tournament. Always seem to hit well there. So it was really good to have a good showing, especially with the Iron Man 2.0. Louisville makes some nasty stuff. The Louisvilles, the Pures, there's lots of good companies out there making some really good U-Trip bats right now. So it's a good spot to be in. The balance bat's paying off for me so far. We'll see how it goes long term, but for now, I'm definitely digging it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, me breaking down these swings. You guys liked the last one, so hopefully you enjoyed this one too. Swing hard in case you hit it. BP Hero, catch you next time.